Hello guys, welcome to another strategy learning session in the Options with G channels. Today we are going to see another income strategy. We call it income strategy, means it provides a regular income over a period of time. Okay, means that is what we call it as a income strategy. Today we are going to see a strategy called covered strangle. I am making this video before the short strangle strategy. There is a reason for it. I am making this video on the last week of the monthly expiry. So we are going to take positions for the covered strangle for the next month. So I want to make that video now. Short strangle video will follow. Okay. Let's see what is a covered strangle. The covered strangle is long on stock, means you are holding a stock position equal to one F&O lot. Today I am going to take the example of a ICICI Bank stock. The F&O lot equivalent number of shares is 1375 for the ICICI Bank. Okay. So either you have the stock 1375 quantity. So today ICICI Bank is trading somewhere around 750 rupees. So if you say 1375, 750 means it is about 10 lakh rupees. So you require a 10 lakh rupee underlying to take this strategy. So this is one part of it. On top of this, we are going to sell options. So those options will incur additional margin. Okay. So right now, let us see what the strategy is. We are long on a stock. We are going to sell a call on the higher side and we are going to sell a put on the lower side. So this is what we call it as a covered strangle. In the covered strangle, your downside risk is undefined. Your downside risk is the stock going to zero, means that is the downside risk, and your upside risk is capped. There is no upside risk here. The stock can go up. Your upside profit is capped at your sell strike of the stock. Okay, let us see how the strategy will look like. So I am in the sensible interface. So we have the strategy builder here. So we come to the strategy builder. So this is a custom strategy. So it is not available in any of these ready-made strategies. Okay, so we will build a new custom strategy. How I am going to emulate the stock long position is using the future of that stock. Okay, so what we do, we go here, just put ICICI Bank, and it gives you the current expiry, which is going to be 25th of November. We are not going to take this. We are going to take the 30th of December. Just for you to be aware, for the stock options and futures, only 3 months are available. The current month, which is November, the next month, which is December, and what we call January month is a FAR month. So we have 3 monthly options are available at any point of time for any stock futures and options. If you take index is available for a much longer time. Nifty, we have options for December 2022, 2023, 2025, means all these options are available. But for the stock, only 3 months will be available. Okay. So let us select the coming month expiry. The strategy is an income strategy. The view is bullish. Okay, so you have to understand that this is not a bearish view because you are going long on stock. When you are long on stock, obviously your view is bullish, but your view is a limited bullish. So what you are trying to do is you are trying to collect a monthly income from your long stock itself. Okay, so when you are emulating it with the futures, your margin will come down. We will see, means how much margin is required, and all those I'll explain later. Okay, so let us go to the futures. So you will get options and futures. So this is the option chain. So let us go to the futures and the 30th December we are going to buy. So this is long. Buy means long, sell means short. Okay. So 755 rupees. Right now the stock is at 752. So you are going to pay about 3.5 rupees premium. So that's perfectly at 0.5%. That's all right. So let us buy this. Then we come to the options. And 30th December, what we need to do here is the option strike what I am going to select is not arbitrary. Okay, you have to understand that. You have to see where the maximum open interest is there. That strike you go and sell, because in the put side if there is a maximum open interest, that is support. On the call side if there is a maximum open interest, that is resistance. Okay, so you have to understand that. Let's say the ATM will have a good open interest. Let us not sell the ATM. We have to go OTM. On the put side, your maximum open interest. This is 30th of December, right? Means we still have one full month left. So today I am recording this on 23rd of November. So we have got one full month and a week left for the December expiry. Okay. So we will sell a 700 put, which is available at about 6 rupees. Okay, sell this. It is not only 6 rupees, always you multiply this by the lot size multiplier, which is 1375. Okay, for ICICI Bank. For the other stock it will be different. For Nifty it is 50, for Bank Nifty it is 25, and rest of the stocks are all are different. For ICICI Bank it is 1375, and this lot size periodically will change. Those notification we have to see from the stock exchange, means how the lot size will change, because the lot size will change based on how much the stock has run up or how much the stock has crashed down. So they want to keep one F&O lot equivalent of about 5 lakhs. Okay, now ICICI Bank has run up so much, we can anytime we can expect a lot size reduction for ICICI Bank. Okay, so this is apart from this covered strangle. I am just giving you the general information. So what we did, we are long on the future next month, and we are selling a lower put, which is 700 put we are selling, and on the upper side you can see 800 is having the highest open interest here. So it's still about 40 rupees. 40 rupees means it is somewhere about 5%. Okay, so we are going to sell the 800 call and done. That's it. This is the strategy. We are long future, sell a put below the stock price and sell a call above the stock price. All the options and future are of same expiry. Okay, you have to consider that. Okay. Right now, what we have got? We have got this. Let us zoom this a little bit. Yeah, we zoom this is better. No, we'll zoom out. We need to zoom up to here. Yeah, this looks much better. Okay, so what we have done, we are long in the future, or long stock. We are long stock. We sold a call above the stock price and we sold a put below the stock price. Okay, so we are net credit. We are taking net credit in this strategy. So we are getting a net premium of about 19,800 rupees. Means this two put together is the premium what we receive. For getting a 19,800 premium, what is the risk we have got? Your maximum profit can be if the stock goes up. Like right now, the ICICI Bank stock is at around 750. So from here, you say for the next month, next week, the stock starts going up, and you will start getting a super duper profit in this, because your put will decay also, your call will gain in value, but at the same way your future will also gain. Okay, that is where we make money. So when your gain will be capped, the gain will be capped exactly at your call sell on the upper side. You see, at 800 strike, when the stock price reaches 800, your maximum profit is also reached, about 81,000 rupees. This is your maximum profit for the strategy. And it can go further up. Your call will become in the money, but you still have the future. When you sell a call, you need to deliver the stock. When you are long in future, you have to take delivery of the stock. So both will cancel out each other. Okay. And you will require a less margin to do both of this. I'll explain for the margin. I'll come to the next part. So even it goes above 800, you may be losing money on the call side. Okay. But your stock position underlying would have gained heavily. That will completely offset your losses on the call what you are having. Okay. And it can go further up, but it does not matter. Your profit will be capped at 81,000 rupees only. But the main risk comes on the downside. Since you are collecting a credit, right now it is 750 rupees consider, and you are collecting a credit of somewhere about 15 rupees. So your break even on the downside is 15 rupees below. If you are taking it at 750, your break even is at 735. So till 735, you are not going to lose money. Initially, you may lose little bit, but at expiry, everything will come together. So your break even, you can see here it is showing 741 because it is 755. So what it says, 755 minus this 15 something, so it is showing 741 rupees. So at 741 on expiry is your break even. If it goes below 741, what happens is from the call you will gain this 8.5 rupees. The call will expire worthless, but your put will start gaining value and your underlying will start losing value. This is what happens if it goes down. So the view is bullish. You have to keep your view bullish, and I'll tell you when to come out of this strategy. That will come on the adjustment part. Not much adjustments can be made here, but I'll give you some idea of when you can limit the loss and come out of this strategy. Okay. So when it goes down further, initially the loss will be less. You will say like when it goes to like 720, 722, the target date you will have about 50,000 rupees loss, because we are going directly long on future. So every day you have to keep some cash for covering the MTM loss. Okay. And your loss will accelerate once your put strike comes. Your put strike is 700, right? So when 700 comes, the loss is going to be huge. Immediately means your loss will start, because your put will start gaining value like anything, and your stock will also start losing value at a constant rate, because it is a future, right? So it will start losing value at constant rate, but your put will start gaining value tremendously. So your loss will start more. And what is the loss on downside? The downside loss is double the stock multiplied by whatever is the F&O lot size, because you are long stock and you are short put. So both will add up to the loss. So the downside we have to be careful here. So I will tell you how to limit the loss here. On the upside, absolutely no problem. How much the stock goes up? 81,000 guaranteed. Okay. But from there, if the stock goes down, there is a break even point. Till that time you don't have to worry much, but once it crosses the break even, the loss potential is huge here. We have to be careful with that. I'll tell you how to mitigate that. So on a nutshell, the strategy is long stock, sell a call above and sell a put below. This is what we call it as a covered strangle. Why I am telling covered strangle, why it is not a short strangle? Because you are already long in the stock, so your upside is covered. That is why it is called as a covered strangle. Okay, downside is not covered, only upside is covered. So now you understood the strategy, what it is. Long stock, sell a call above and sell a put below. So this three steps only. Long stock, sell a call, sell a put. Simple. Okay. Now coming to the adjustment part or The exit part, how we will exit. Upside, we are not worried. Okay, means upside, you can keep this till expiry. At the end of the expiry, you can simply leave the position as it is, because your call short and your long stock will cancel out each other, because you are long future only. You are not having the underlying. You are long future, so you need to take delivery. You are short stock, so you need to give delivery. So both opposing position will cancel out. Okay. If the stock comes down, what to do? Let us focus on this part. If the stock comes down, initially if the stock comes down, you will see the losses, because immediately means the option prices, there will be a lot of time value there, right? So when it comes down, your put will start gaining and your future will also start losing value. You will start seeing a good amount of loss. Till it is at your break even, you do not have to worry, because when it comes to expiry, your put will still expire worthless, because you have sold a put of 700 only. If the stock is anywhere above that, you don't have to worry about the put. You still have to worry about the future, but you don't have to worry about the put. Okay. Your future, you need to keep for some cash for mark to market loss every day, because the future contract is settled every day. It is renewed every day. Whatever loss you are making that day, just after the market, that loss will be taken out from your account in form of cash. And if you are making profit, that profit will also come to your account. Okay, it's as simple as that. You are mixing the futures and options. The options you can keep it till expiry. Your MTM loss you don't have to settle every day, but future you have to settle MTM every day. Okay, so that one disadvantage is there in doing the future. You have to take care of that. So when it goes below your break even point, you have two options. Either close the trade for about 14,000 rupees loss, because when it goes to 742, your loss is still less, about 14,500 rupees something you will have the loss. You can simply close the trade and you can come out. Your call you will be closing in profit, but your future and your put you will be closing in a minor loss. Okay, so that loss is what it is shown as 14,200 rupees. Okay. If you don't want to close this and you want to stay on the trade, what you can do, you can buy one put below. Don't go very further where 700 is there. If you want to protect, you don't go and buy a 650 or a 600 put. Means your loss will be huge there, because you are long future, so the future will eat all your money. Okay, so you have to hedge it by buying a put above. So when you are buying a put above and selling a put below, that becomes a bear put spread. Okay, that will reduce the loss. It will not give a huge profit, but it will reduce the loss. Let us see that we have sold 700 put, right? So now the market has come down to, the stock price has come down to 740, right? So let us buy 720 put. 720 put we will buy. So when the market is at 740, the 720 put will be somewhere about 25 rupees. Okay, consider like that. Means you have to buy the 25 rupees put. So 25,000 additional rupees you are going to put in. Okay, we'll buy that. So now you are fixing the loss at about 50,000 rupees from the range of 720 to 700. Okay. After that, again the loss will continue. You can go one quantity higher to limit the losses at 50,000 or something. Let us see if you go one quantity higher. Now you can see. If it comes to 720, your loss will be about 55,000 rupees. It goes further down, your loss will get reduced and it is capped at somewhere about 26, 27,000 rupees. So this is the loss on downside. If it comes to 720, you will lose 55,000 rupees because you are paying a huge money here. Okay, so that is the loss we are going to get, and this will become a debit strategy because since you collected less and you are paying more for this put, and this put you will be paying much more. Here it is showing only 7.5, but when the market is down, this put value will be quite high. Okay, but considering the premiums now, because what will be the market tomorrow and what will be the premiums today we cannot determine, right? So we will go with the current premium whatever is available. So once the market starts coming down, if it comes to 720, that time you can simply exit the trade at about 16,000 rupees loss. Or if you still hold the trade, if the stock continues to go down, you will start gaining value because you bought two puts, right? Means if the market is going down, means the put will be in the money. So you will be having good amount of profits on the put. Your put sell and your future will be losing lot of money. Okay, so that will get partially compensated by the 720 put what we have purchased. Okay, and when it comes to 700, your future loss, your put sell loss, both will be equal to the gain in the 720 put. That is why after this you see that the line is flat. But what I would advise is you exit it. If you do this adjustment, simply exit the trade when the stock price comes to 720. You will be losing somewhere about 20,000 rupees. You can come out of that. It means the view has gone completely wrong. You have taken a bullish view and you have made this strategy of a covered strangle, but the stock is tanking. So what you do, you simply close the position at break even. That is the best thing to do. Or if you still want to have a trade and waiting for a reversal, what you can do, you can go and buy two quantity of 720 put because you sold 720 put, right? 700 put. So you can buy two quantity of 720 put. So one quantity is for hedging the 700 put what you sold. So the another quantity is for hedging your future. Okay, your future is also like you took a long position, right? Means when a stock is going down, you are going to hedge your future. So two quantity, right? So when it comes here at any point, your loss will be anywhere between 55,000 and 16,500. So it will be anywhere between this. So any time when it comes to 720, simply close all the positions and exit. So you will minimize your loss. Not much adjustments can be made here. These are very few adjustments which you can make because the view what you have taken initially is bullish. If the stock is going down at this point, you can close your future and you can go short future. That is possible. That is bit complicated, so no need to do that. So let us delete this. So this is what is your initial trade. When it comes down to your break even, you simply close the trade and come out. You will lose only 14,000, 14,500 rupees, not more than that. If you still want to have the trade in 720, you can go and buy the put to quantity. That will be somewhere about 20-25 rupees. So your loss will be somewhere about 50,000 rupees when the stock expires at 720. If it is further going down after 700, your risk will be capped. Okay, on the upside, no need to explain too much. Upside is completely risk free. Your profit is actually on the upside. It will be a very good profit on the upside if the stock goes up. Okay, for the covered strangle, if the stock goes up, you will have a very good profit. We are doing it with future. That is why all this adjustment, blah blah, all this stuff are coming. The only thing which can mitigate this adjustment is having another 10 lakh rupees cash with us to take delivery of the stock at 700. Why this covered name is coming is if you have the stock, you are covered on the upside. If you have the cash, you are covered on the downside. Okay, that is why this covered strangle is coming. You have the stock, You sell a call when the stock goes up, and if it hits your sell strike and your CE becomes ITM and it further goes up, at expiry you can simply give away your stock on a higher price. Okay, means that is why your upside is covered. Otherwise, you sell a put and you sell a call, you don't have the stock. Okay, but you have covered that with, you have sold 700, right? So if you say how much cash you will require, if you sell a 700 put, 700 multiplied by 1375, you'll require somewhere about 9,60,000 rupees, 62,000 and half rupees, 62,500 rupees. 9,62,500 rupees if you have cash in hand and you are doing this, market, the stock is going down, your call will anyway give profit because the stock is coming down, your call will expire worthless. Even your put premium triples 4 times, does not matter, at expiry you will get delivery of the stock at 700 rupees. The stock price can be anything, it can be less than 700, 650, 620, does not matter, but the stock what comes to you is at 700. To take delivery at 700, you should have a cash of about 9.5 lakh rupees. So the amounts what I am telling are more because this is the strategy. Okay, when you have the strategy like this will provide you a regular monthly income. The moment you have the stock in hand, you don't have to do the strangle. The strangle is basically for eating more premium. When you have the stock in your hand, you can simply do covered call. You don't need the downside protection at all or the downside risk at all. You can simply sell a covered call. If the stock comes down, okay, it is unrealized loss for you. You are not going to realize that loss. If the stock goes up, you will be in profit. Okay. The covered call one, I'll do the next video. So now I am doing a covered strangle. Covered call is also a very good income strategy. But covered strangle, you will gain more premium. If the stock does not move, you will gain a huge premium. You can eat a huge premium and you can get a monthly income. This can be done in Nifty also. You can go long on Nifty future. You can go long on monthly Nifty future because Nifty future is not weekly, it is monthly only, and start selling call and put on weekly. So it's a weekly income strategy. I'll make a separate video for that because that is a specific strategy. Whenever you are dealing with futures, your margin is more. So you have to consider that. You see here, for the regular one lot ICICI Bank covered strangle, you require about 4.5 lakhs, minimum 4.5 lakhs, plus you need to keep cash. If the stock is coming down, you will have MTM losses. Since you are having a future, whatever value you are losing in futures, you have to settle every day. If you have stock, that option you can always ignore. If you are doing it with future, you need to keep some cash. Okay, I am doing it with cash. I have ICICI Bank position, so I am doing it with complete stock. I have 1375 quantity of ICICI Bank. My average price is very low. My average price is somewhere about 430 rupees, means I started accumulating it long time back. So my stock price is about, purchase price is about 430 rupees. I don't have to worry about any upside risk because I can sell 700 call, 8, now it is 755. I can sell a 800 or 850 call. Whatever money I am getting as a premium is my money, right? And if the stock goes to 850, I don't worry about whatever call premium I have received, and currently whatever is the option price, I don't have to worry because I am going to give delivery, right? So I don't worry about the option premiums. Only what I am worrying about is how much I am getting and what is my purchase price and in what strike price I have to give delivery. That's all. So if my purchase price is 400 rupees and I am giving delivery at 800 rupees, my stock is already double, right? Plus I don't have to return any call premium back. So that call premium is always mine. Once you collect it, you will not give it back. You keep it as it is because you are covered there. Since we are not going to do any put there, we don't have to worry. Okay, here when you have the stock and you are selling a call as well as a put, you have a downside risk. How to mitigate the downside risk? One is at break even, exit the put side. You can do that. And if you are dealing with future, you can exit the future. If you are having a stock, you can keep it, because that will be unrealized loss only. On the call you are getting money, so that will be unrealized loss only on the stock. But if you are doing in future, you have to realize it every day. Okay, if your profit or loss, you will realize it every day. So first adjustment is exit at break even. You will exit with the minimum loss, or you do adjustment of buying two more put. One put is for hedging your sold put. Second put is for hedging your future long. You are long in future, stock is coming down means your future will be loss. So to hedge that loss, you are going to buy a additional put. So there are total two puts you have to buy. You can stagger your put strikes, buying strikes also, quite possible you can do that, but I am giving you a simple adjustment. And when you do that adjustment, your downside is capped after your put sold strike. Here in this case it is 700. Let us add that, because you will get confused, because this is a little bit complicated, you will get confused. So I'll just buy two quantity. Done. Here you can see, when you buy two puts at 720, your maximum losing point is at when the market expires at 720, because when it expires at 720, the stock expires at 720, your put, whatever you paid, is worthless, right? It will expire worthless. If the market continues to, sorry, I'm talking only market, it is a stock, because covered strangle we are doing in stock. So if the stock continues to go down, your two puts will start gaining value, which will, at some point, it will offset the losses what we are making in the put sell as well as future. Okay, at some point both your profit and loss will become equal, so your net loss will be capped here. Here you can see your net loss is about 27,000. That is for this premium. It will be much below, because you will be paying more money. If the market comes down for this put, you will be paying more money. It depends on when it comes to that level. Okay, if it comes immediately, then it will be 20-25 rupees. If it comes after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, the premium will be less here. Okay, means this may be applicable there. Okay, so I hope you understood what is a covered strangle. Covered strangle is long stock or future. Long stock I would prefer, but if you don't, because for long stock, for any stock you will require at least 5 lakhs to the maximum of 12-13 lakhs. Okay, so if you have that much of capital, this strategy can be done with the stock. Otherwise you can do this strategy with the future. Your margin requirement will be less, but your risk will be more here, because future, every day you have to pay the MTM loss. You will get MTM profit to your trading account, so that is also one advantage. Every day you will book some profit, and every day loss you need to settle then and there only. Okay, long future or long stock, sell one call above your future or stock price, and sell one put below your future or stock price. Okay, and where you will sell the call, where you will sell the put, you have to see the option chain and determine where the maximum OA is there. You can go with the delta also, but for the next month options, the delta, if you see in the current month, for the next month options, the delta will not match. So that is why you go with the open interest only. If you are taking on the same month on the first week, like for example, now we are in November, right? You are going to take December expiry. Don't take it now. You can go and take it by next week, like November 26th to 27th. If you are going and taking November 27th, because 25th is the expiry, you can take it on 26th, right? Yeah, 25th November is the expiry. You can go and take it on 26th. When you take it on 26th, somewhere around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, you will have a decent OA built up. So you can see where your call OA is more, where your put OA is more. When don't consider the ATM strikes, because ATM strikes will always have a higher open interest. You can see the far OTM strikes where you have a huge open interest. In this case, I can show you. This is December option, right? You can see the ATM has a higher open interest here, but you can see the FAR OTM call, huge open interest is here. Don't, this figure is premium, don't, this is not lakhs, this is the premium number. Okay, if you go OI, so you will find it here. So you have 21.5 lakhs, means that is the highest here. In this case, your put side, your open interest is at the money, 750 is at the money, but don't take at the money. You can go a little far out of money, you can go and sell a 700 put, which is the next highest open interest. This is one way of doing it. There is another way how you can determine the premium. That premium is combine these two premiums. Like here you are getting 8.5 rupees, here you are getting 6 rupees, so 14.5 rupees. So this 14.5 rupees what you are collecting, this needs to be equal to about 1.25% of the stock price. What is the stock price now? 750, right? So let us say, I'll do the calculations in Google. Let us say 14.5 we are collecting. 14.5 divided by 750. How much you are getting? Multiply by 100. This is percentage, right? Multiply by 100. Sorry, I think I made a error. Let us say 14.5 divided by 700, multiply by 100. 750. 14.5 divided by 750 multiply by 100. So it's about 2%. So you are getting a higher premium. That is okay, still okay. You need to get only 1.25%. What is 1.25% of a stock price? 750 multiplied by 0.0125. So this is 1.25%. Okay, you need to get only 9.3 rupees combined, means don't take one side, it's a combined. You are doing a covered strangle, so the combined premium needs to be about 9.3 rupees only. So how you will get 9.3 rupees? Let us clear everything. So now your stock is at 750, so you need to get 9.5. Because the volumes will be less, let us say 5 rupees here or 6.5 rupees here. You can go and sell this. You can go and sell this. Here how much we are getting? 6.55 and 3.5, about 10 rupees. So this is quite good to get. So 10 rupees and your long future. Done. Something like this. Means if you do something like this, again means you need to see how much your open interest is there. If you are going to take on the first week of expiry, you can target 1%, because every week 0.25%. You are going to take 5 weeks before the expiry. I am taking today. We have one full week in November and 4 weeks in December. So total 5 weeks, per week 0.25%. So that is 1.25% for 5 weeks. And we are going to exceed this 1 week before the expiry. Okay, we are getting 1% of the stock price. Okay, if you are getting 1% of the stock price, you can do it as a covered call if you have the underlying. But when you are selling 1% of the stock price in covered call, you will be selling close to the spot. If you are doing a covered strangle, you can sell it little bit far, so you have a cushion of not hitting your put or your call within that month. Okay, and when you will exit? 1 week before the monthly expiry, because in the last week you need to have the physical delivery margin requirement will come. I'll explain the physical delivery margin separately, because in every video I talk about this. So the physical delivery margin is some percentage of money you need to keep either to give delivery or take delivery, irrespective of whether you have the underlying or not. Okay. I think it starts from Monday onwards on the expiry week. Monday onwards it will start. I think initially you will pay 20%, then 30%, then another 20%, something like that. So there is an article is there. I will try to share that article separately when I am explaining the physical delivery margin. Okay. So right now for the covered strangle, you already understood what is a covered strangle. Long stock, sell a call above, sell a put below. Okay, simple. And what premiums? 1.25% of the stock price, and when to enter 5 weeks before expiry, when to exit 1 week before expiry. Okay, and when you will exit with loss at break even. First option is at break even. The second option is at doing an adjustment of buying two puts at any strike between your entry price and your put sell. Anywhere in between you have to buy two puts. If you are going to buy a put much below, your loss will be more. Okay, means don't do that. Buy in between somewhere, means after your break even is hit, that time you go and buy the put. So that would be much better. On the upside, you do not have any risk at all. Upside is entirely profit because your view is bullish. Okay, so I hope you understood what is a covered strangle, when to enter, what premium to get, when to exit with profit, and when to exit with loss. Two options I have given, when to exit with loss. So I hope this session was useful to you. Signing off, this is JR. May the markets be with you. Thank you. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. If you like our content, please subscribe to our channel, like and share the video. Thank you.